Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephanie Lynch, Vice President of Community Experience with Tri Pointe Homes. On behalf of the company, I wanted to thank you for joining us today to celebrate the model grand opening of our newest community and first community in the District of Columbia, Brookland Grove. This beautiful new community features 60 townhomes with 3 and 4 levels and rooftop terraces, ideal for taking in the beautiful and iconic views of the city. We're honored to have the distinguished District of Columbia Mayor Bowser with us today to help us mark this special occasion. Since 2015, Mayor Bauer has boldly reset DC's global and national competitiveness, including launching important initiatives to increase homeownership in the district. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Bauer to Brookland Grove.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm delighted to be here, and I want to welcome all of you, acknowledge Councilmember McDuffie, Councilmember Parker, and also the team at Tri Pointe. I'm Muriel Bowser, your mayor and a native of Ward 5, and I'm proud to be in Ward 5 celebrating these new arrivals for home ownership opportunities in more Ward 5 residents. I also want to acknowledge and thank with Tri Pointe, the Missionary Society of St. Paul of the Apostle. I understand that this property was a part of a Catholic church or orders holdings here in Ward 5. And as I was walking through with Councilmember McDuffie, we are proud that underutilized space, not that it wasn't greatly utilized, but it could be more utilized space, is happening right here. And there are opportunities that we have seen throughout the city. In fact, we make it part of our mission for the Mayor's Interfaith Council to focus on housing opportunities and how churches throughout Washington, D.C. can use their land to help us meet our housing goals. So we have an example right here in Ward 5. We are also very focused on putting homeownership in the reach for more DC residents, and that requires a mix of initiatives along all points in the income spectrum. In my tenure and with the support of the council, for example, we're using our home purchase assistance program. When I became mayor, the city offered through HPAP $84,000, which is a significant amount of assistance to get into a new home. But now that number is more than doubled, and it's $202,000. So if you're thinking about buying a home, sometimes people stop in their tracks and they think they can't do it. They think they don't qualify. They think there's not help out there. They think they're not going to find something in one of our beautiful 8 wards. And we're here to tell you that you can buy a home in Washington, D.C. If you've started taking the steps, please reach out to us so we can continue to connect us. Another very important part of our work in the government is to make sure that neighborhoods across Washington, D.C. are places that you want to live. They're safe, they have great transportation, great schools, great parks, and all of the amenities that you would expect. And in fact, that is part of our 5-year economic strategy, or the comeback plan, is to attract more DC residents in more places by making sure more neighborhoods are fully amenitized and have all of the amenities that you expect. So like this being an example of how religious institutions can work with the development community or work with the government to help us create more housing, we know that we can have more and more examples across the city. So please visit us at frontdoor.dc.gov. That's a one-stop location where you can learn about all of the programs that will help you get into a new home right in Washington, D.C. And I'm looking forward to helping to present the keys to the first residents here. Oh, and I'm going to do it right now. So let me congratulate Brandon and Kathleen and welcome you to your new home. Thank you, Brandon and Kathleen. And as we celebrate, I want to recognize the members of the council. I'm going to start with our host council member, Councilmember Parker, followed by the long-time council member for Ward 5, who's now the at-large council member, Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie. But let's introduce your new council member, Zachary Parker.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser, and good morning. Brandon and Kathleen, welcome to Ward 5. We are thrilled to have you in what I would argue is one of the best kept secrets in the city. Ward 5 represents an area of the city where there is opportunity, there is promise, there is growth. And why I'm so excited about this development is because at a time where some are saying they're not betting on DC, Tri-Point, you are in fact betting and building and expanding here in DC. So we want to welcome you to Ward 5 as well. I won't be up here long. I just want to say very quickly that I applaud the mayor and her commitment to expanding home ownership in the district, in doing so by working across government and agencies to expand opportunity to those families and residents that need it most. I think this development here is an example of that. I applaud Tri-Point for the work that you've done to build community here with the schools, to preserve trees. We were just over here talking about the things that many take for granted, but that make for a healthy and full and strong, robust community. I also want to acknowledge the partners at DMPED as well as Councilmember McDuffie and the work that he has done on the economic development front. And so here's my commitment to ensuring that we welcome more neighbors and residents to Ward 5, that we continue to build and develop and grow so that we can live in a robust and healthy community. So with that, I am, again, thrilled to have you all here as neighbors, and I look forward to welcoming many more to Ward 5. I'm going to next call up Councilmember McDuffie to offer remarks as well.
Thank you, Councilmember Parker. Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is a great day to celebrate in wonderful Ward 5, and I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I am super excited for Brandon and Carlene as new homeowners. I want to also join both Mayor Bowser and Councilmember Parker in welcoming you to Ward 5. I don't live very far from here. In fact, I'm less than a mile from here. And having grown up in this neighborhood, I remember playing football at least every Thanksgiving, but probably more frequently than that, on the land around these communities. And I really appreciate that we've arrived at a point where the Paulists have really created the types of opportunities where Tri-Point can come in and build, when all done, 60 homes in this community, 9 of which are inclusionary zoning units, which adds to our overall goals for affordable housing here in the District of Columbia. And my wife and I live on North Capitol Street with our 2 daughters, and it was a dream for us to buy our home. And I'm excited because there are going to be so many others, perhaps, who achieve their dream of owning homes right here in Ward 5. And it's a great location, right? Not just because you're close to me, but because you're close to all sorts of amenities, right? You've got schools in walking distance, both DC public schools and DC public charter schools. You've got a wonderful recreation center that we made tremendous investments in to renovate at Edgewood. You've got Turkey Thicket, right? So you have your pick of where you want to go hang out with the kids or have some fun at one of our recreation centers. You've got world-class hospitals and MedStar and Children's and all sorts of institutions to help build out this wonderful community. And so I'm excited about being here to cut the ribbon today with you all, and really appreciate the investments that are being made in the District of Columbia, and in particular in Ward 5. So thank you all for allowing me to be a part of this. I want to thank the team at DMPED and everybody else who's been working hard, along with Mayor Bowser, Councilmember Parker, myself, and the members of the council, to make sure we continue to prioritize housing here in the District of Columbia. So thank you all.
Thank you, Councilmember. So with that, may I introduce Chris Collins? Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name's Chris Collins. I'm Senior Vice President of Acquisitions and Development for Tri-Point Homes. And I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule to come out here today and celebrate this event. Especially like to thank Mayor Bowser and Councilman Parker and Councilman McDuffie, as well as Father Gregory, who is Director of Formation at the Hecker House that it was just opened this past November. And I don't know if Wesley from Chancellor's Row, our neighboring community. Tri-Point Homes has been building in the Washington metropolitan area for over 4 decades. And during that time, we've built over 20,000 homes. But we haven't built any here.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah,
to best
so
city in the world.
I don't know what took so long, but we're here now. We're here now. We missed many opportunities, but it was going to take a special opportunity, and we think this is a special place, and that's why we've chose to build here. At one point, this 4.8 acres was the front lawn of St. Paul's College, and as Mayor Bowser has put it, there came a time where there was a higher and better use for this land than just a front yard to St. Paul's College. So through the efforts of the Tri-Point staff and many people on the DC staff, we were able to get approval to put 60 townhomes here, 9 of which will be IZ units, which are the affordable units. So there'll be opportunities for people of all income levels to purchase a house here. While it was important to get the 60 homes here, it was also important to preserve 18 specimen trees, provide 2.2 acres of green space, as well as protect the vista from 4th Avenue to the old historic Paulus building. All that was accomplished in just over 6 years and $47 million later. So, but again, I just would like to thank everyone for being here. And this may be our first community in the district, but it won't be our last. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well said. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. And we're about to cut the ribbon, but I want to put a point on one thing that you just said. And it's important that as we think about our goals of attracting and more DC residents and having opportunities for DC residents who are already here to buy homes, one thing that they tell us is they like new construction. And if people are leaving the district, sometimes they're leaving for new construction. So I just want everybody who's involved in housing, affordable housing, building housing, focusing on the middle class, to recognize that we have to have, as part of our offerings in DC, new construction. So we're always looking for that, because that's going to make sure we stay competitive with our neighbors. So Father, thank you for your commitment and your presence in the neighborhood. And let's cut the ribbon. Okay.
Everyone, you can take a piece of the ribbon for the photo shoot.
Okay. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Set up.